Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Frequency 140. As always, as you can see, I'm joined by my co host, Mr. Sean Bennett.
What up?
And today we are finishing out our top Christmas toys year by year,
Man.
1970 through the 2000s. So, you know what that means? We're in the year 2000, y'all. All right. So, I'll go ahead and send it to you, buddy.
Okay, so here we are. We're in the new millennium. Um, we have surpassed Y2K. We survived, right?
Oh, yeah.
We made it.
Barely.
Barely,
Yeah.
but we made it. We made it.
With lots of cheese dip.
Thank goodness. Oh my god. And
Yeah.
Twinkies.
Yeah.
But here we are. Yeah, 2000 or Christmas of 2000. Now, me being an old school skateboarder, and never personally owned one of these. My sister had one, and had a lot of people who did. Now, I've had to get out of the way and or run into a few folks at skate parks
Hmm.
throughout the years. But in 2000, the Razor scooter, because I mean it just
Oh,
folded
yeah.
up,
Man,
right,
I
and you could
love
just
this thing.
you could literally. I
Yeah.
mean, there were some people that had such it in one motion. They'd come in, it would be folded up, and the
Hmm.
way that they would unleash it, they just kind of just, and that sucker just went, and it just pop out, and they.
Yep.
I could
Sure
never do
would.
that, but I thought that was really cool.
Oh
You know,
yeah, yeah. It was
so
a little back break like type of deal,
yes,
like that.
that's
You could like
right.
connect with it,
That's
and it
right.
is what made it snap on. Yeah.
I remember the first time, I used to, or I still not as much, but roller skating, right?
Hmm.
Going to a roller rink and for the first time seeing someone try to use a razor scooter on the roller rink and
Never done that, but that's pretty cool.
watching the roller rink, like, like what is that? But of course, the argument was, well, it's the same type of wheel as you use on the rollerblades,
Yeah, it was.
you
Yeah.
know. But at the same time, that's unfair. You can't be bringing up scooter out here on the floor, y'all. But yeah, the
I know.
razor scooter. That one, But
Hmm.
hey, it's come a long way because there's some guys out there and some ladies out there that can do some pretty phenomenal
Yeah,
things.
there's
On,
some
I
really
mean,
neat stuff that these people can do,
yeah. So
and it.
I'm not knocking. I just never owned one, and I can't do that stuff. But they do some really cool stuff.
Oh yeah, man. I loved my Razor scooter, man.
You
I
had
mean,
one,
oh yeah, I sure did. Yeah. Oh, when I was living in North Carolina, we lived in an apartment complex, so you'd have to blow off some steam somewhere, right?
right?
So I go outside, man, just go all over the place. Me and my friends, we usually had two of them,
Right on.
just in case somebody came over.
Now you wore
It
tennis
was
shoes, right? You didn't wear flip flops.
no,
Because if
no,
there's anything that I hate
that would
seeing
have
is
been a mistake.
someone with bare
Yeah.
feet or flip flops, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you
Oh no, yeah. If you crash, it's gonna
doing,
hurt.
dude?
Yeah, it's gonna really hurt.
So that's 2000 right there.
Yeah. All right. So we're going on to 2001,
Okay.
and God, another one that took over the world, Bratz. Like these things, I mean, it was just dolls. I mean, that's all they were. You could like shape their hair and all that good stuff. And there was different personalities, and they had the cartoon show, and yeah, I personally for me, I was a boy, so I didn't care anything about these things. But this was a huge girl's toy.
I'm gonna get in trouble. Go ahead and load up the comments. I'm
All right.
fine with this.
Oh,
Bratz to me today, Bratz dolls are again worth a lot of money if you have the right ones and
that's true.
they're
Yeah.
unpackaged.
Hmm.
They're still packaged. Sorry, mint condition. A lot of money. Um, if you go back and you look at the Bratz line and the actual toy itself, these were the girls, well, the dolls in which that they all had their own little personality and
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
These girls did not like me. These are the girls that did not like me in school. They didn't want to
Yeah.
talk to me. They had nothing to do with me. They mocked me and made fun of me. So when Bratz dolls came
Boy.
out, I kind of took it personal. And it's not that I have anything against the dolls in themselves, but the whole
The whole personality behind them.
I would look at these
Yeah.
dolls and just I would see them and they would look at me in that same smirky look that some of the mean
Yeah.
girls. I'd be like,
It's like, yeah, you're gonna be on 16 and pregnant soon.
and that's yeah, I'm not
Like,
trying to be that guy, but seriously, and honestly, if we look back now, look at the dolls. Tell me they're not mean girls.
that's true.
Okay,
That is true. That's a great point,
I'm
man.
just saying. I'm not knocking anybody that loves brats, and if you have brats, hey, save them. They're worth money, but they are mean girls. And yes, I had a personal, somewhat of a, you know what? I would.
You have a
I'm
vendetta.
not. All right. All right. And
Like,
all right. I'm just gonna let's be real here. So this is 2001. This is when you could go to Walmart and you get done with a gig well, if you're a musician or you work late at night,
Hmm.
if you got done really late at night, you go to the Waffle House and you go to Walmart because
Yeah.
you didn't really want to go home.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
weird. All right,
Because
there's
you're
things
still
we did.
wired a little bit.
So you
Yeah.
go to Walmart and you'd hang out because there'd hardly you'd either see some really weird people, some really cool stuff, or there'd be nobody there, nobody to bother you.
Hmm.
You could get some shopping done. I'm not ashamed to admit that there would be a few nights on Walmart aisles that I would be a little bit, kind of agitated, and I would go down the Bratz aisle and just take my hand and arm, just knock every one of them off the damn aisle just because I could. And so that's what Bratz did to me.
Hmm.
I didn't mean to unlock that trauma,
Yeah. No, I didn't. Yeah, I
but
didn't
yeah,
know. Something serious, buddy.
yep, still with
Dang.
me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
All right, so there you
So
go,
if you work at
Bratz.
Walmart and you found a pile of brats on the floor,
I apologize.
yeah, like you know who it was now.
I apologize. I've grown. I've evolved. I'm sorry. I
Like,
know
I
where
only
my
knocked
yeah,
one box down now.
but they were little bitches.
Oh, cheers to that.
Cheers. Right on. All right, so here you go. 2002. What you got, brother? Or is it on me?
It's on you.
It's on me.
Yeah.
This right here, I can appreciate this. It was a mixture, a mixture.
Hmm.
Beyblade.
Yes.
So we came
Yeah.
out of the
Yeah.
Pokemon thing,
Hmm.
right? Um, we're kind of getting to the anime
Hmm.
manga type world. We're starting to come into this thing in the United States in a sense.
Yeah, because the
Um,
Toonami would be airing on Cartoon Network and everything. So yeah.
Thank you. Great reference. Toonami. This is
Hmm.
where this is honestly, I think Toonami had more of an influence on the American market as far as toys, more so than anything or any,
I can agree with that for
in the
sure.
90s. I mean,
Yeah.
truly. Because I can remember the first time that I saw Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I lost my mind.
I
I
know.
thought,
It's
what,
so
whoa, whoa, whoa,
good.
whoa, 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 what is
Oh,
this?
it's an
And
amazing show.
so yeah, so we're getting at that age, and we're 2002, so Toonami's been on the air. We're getting to the anime. There's a lot more influence and a lot more of things we're able to get a hold of here in the U.S.
Hmm.
And I think Beyblade took the anime, took the Pokemon, took the gaming, took the puzzles, took everything
Hmm.
that was involved, and kind of just it was a big old it was a smorgasbord. I've used the term before, but that's what it was.
But it was pretty cool. Like the toy, basically, it was like one of those zip toys.
Yes,
So you pop it up, and then you had a little ring, and then your buddy would be on the other side, and
and
then
you shoot them
let it
across.
rip, man.
But now we come from also day and age back in the 80s to where we would have those zip line
Hmm.
toys, the motorcycles,
Yeah,
the
they'll
cars,
fly up in
right?
the
Same,
air.
right.
Yeah.
Or we had what I had at one point was these little robots that you would stick up into this mechanism and twist them. When you get to a certain point, you could put them on the ground and you'd hit the button and they would pop out of it and they would spin. And if you had them in the ring, they'd spin each against each other and they'd hit and bounce off.
Oh, cool.
And so I kind of went once I saw Beyblade
Hmm.
instantaneously, I was like, oh, that's kind of like an evolution of that toy.
So 2003 is none other than the Robo Sapian.
The Robo Sapan.
Yeah, it was. So this toy is actually pretty cool.
I
I never
remember this
owned
one. I
one,
do
but
remember
I
this
do
one.
remember them
Yeah.
for sure. And basically what it was, folks, was that it was this little robot, and you could make it run, you could make it dance, you could make it do kung fu, like I mean about everything under the sun. It's really unbelievable how this design was made.
It's
It
your
was
own
really,
personal
really cool.
Terminator
Yeah, yeah, it'll rise up and kill us one
in a
day. It's
toy
fine.
form.
Yeah, but it was a pretty neat toy. I thought it was pretty cool. But like, again, I never owned one though.
Never owned one, but I would
It,
see it do its tricks and all the things in which it would do. And like I said, for me, we're starting to evolve into the intellectual
hmm.
area of toys and entertainment.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll admit, this was the point in which I was kind of moving on and doing other things, and I just wasn't into the whole what was going on in the toy world because I was dealing with real life things. But
Hmm.
seeing this and then being like, all right, this is a toy. Even then, my mom was like, that ain't no toy.
Yeah, no, it's really
This
not.
was this
Not
was a little
convenient.
robot that did what it did, and it pretty much it kind of it heck yeah, it opened the door for a lot of things, man.
Hmm.
Rumba.
Hmm.
You got a Rumba?
Yeah. True.
Not the classes,
Yeah.
well, there you go.
Just
This is
run
where
over
this whole
forward. And,
thing started. It even goes back to our days. Robbie the Robot, or the
oh
the
yeah,
the,
with
the
the
robot that would
NES.
walk
Yeah.
around with the tray. I mean, Always Sunny in Philadelphia has a great
Oh
episode
god, yeah.
based on that robot,
I forgot what.
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
And and
cool.
and this is all evolution. But yeah, this right here, this Robo Sapien was, you're absolutely right. This was like the first little robot
Yeah.
that did so many things that we'd
Yeah.
never seen before.
It's crazy.
Crazy and damn near scary.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah. The thing is that this was back in '03.
right,
We're in 2024 now.
right, dude.
There
I
ain't no
mean,
telling what they made now.
well, right now you okay? Well, there you go. The evolution from that to, you see the robots out there playing basketball.
Oh yeah. Have
That's
you?
where we're, dude. That's where we're
Oh
at.
yeah. I
That's
know.
what
It's
that's
insane.
where we come from to where we're at. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, that was the hot toy in 2003,
All
everybody. So
right.
you wanted a Robo Sapien under your
Robo
tree.
Sapien. Now, 2004. Now, I can relate a little bit more to this next few years. I can, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Nintendo DS,
Oh yeah. Amen.
right?
Okay, so with the Nintendo DS, when I first saw the trailer for this thing,
Hmm.
I saw that it had the two screens and it had the stylus with it, right?
Right.
All right, so I was like, how is this gonna work? Because like I just thought maybe you just pop notes in and you got the little screen. No, I was dead wrong.
Yep.
Like I remember getting Zelda, the Phantom Hourglass for this, and like you could control Link by just with the stylus and
Right.
knowing where to go. I mean, it was really something really cool that Nintendo did
Absolutely.
here.
Revolutionary.
Yeah, I mean, and really, I mean, a precursor to what really we have today with the Switch.
Yes.
I mean, like it's really incredible.
No, yeah, you're exactly right. I think that's the best way to describe it, is what we have, uh, going from that even to the Wii and then to the Switch. What we have today, this is where this technology in that sense
Hmm.
began. This is it. You're right. The control, the freedom, um, just the machine in itself.
Hmm.
What this little thing could do was amazing for
Yeah,
gamers,
it
and
really
what
was. It
we
was
it
awesome.
did, it revolutionized everything we saw. So
Yeah,
I
and Nintendo's marketing behind this was genius too. I
yeah,
mean, as they always are. I mean, like
yes,
because anytime like Nintendo puts out something, and we'll get to another one here in just a little bit, like they always put out a game that like pretty much represents what the hardware can do.
yes,
And like for this one, it was the My Pets games.
right.
All right, and or Nintendogs. That's what it
Nintendogs.
was. I'm
Yep,
getting
yep, yep,
mixed
yep,
up with
yep,
something
yep.
else.
Nintendogs. You're
Yeah,
right.
with Nintendogs and like so you could like pet the dog with your stylus. You can like give him food and all these other crazy things. Like and the dog would react to you and play and everything. And no one had ever seen anything like that.
No,
It was
we
really
we
incredible.
we had played
It's
with
really
button.
cool.
Yeah, we'd played with buttons, and we had, these things, but we were never actually able to touch or
Yeah,
live
interact.
interact.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a whole new world. And
yeah.
and it's crazy to think, we're that's 2004. That's 20 years ago.
I know.
That's oh god.
We're getting old, Sean.
Oh my word. All right.
Yeah,
Yes. Wow, that 2004. So
yeah.
2005.
2005, we have the Red Ring of Death. Everybody, the Xbox 360. Yes. What a system. And also, I mean, this is another one, man, that like one of those systems that was really hard to get in the beginning.
It was.
Like you had to really either know somebody at or a GameStop or something.
But the ones
Like,
who got it early on were some of the first victims of the Red Ring of Death,
yeah.
because they had not figured out,
Yeah, there was a
uh,
few little things. Yeah.
and but
It
that
is
that
just a hardware malfunction. But I will say Microsoft handled that pretty
oh yeah,
well. Like
well,
you could send it in and they'd fix it and send it back to you for
yeah,
no
yeah.
charge. Yeah.
That kind of took on a whole nother world when you'd have people, that didn't understand or know, and folks would take in your Xboxes, and
Yeah, I know.
it's a whole
Oh,
nother
I
thing,
know,
whole
but
nother
yeah,
thing.
the 360
Um,
though itself though was amazing
it
system,
was
and it was
it,
the
it, it
first.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was the first HD
yes,
quality
yes,
system we had.
yeah, and that's the thing though. Xbox 360 is the next step after Xbox,
Oh yeah.
right?
Hmm.
And Xbox 360 was just that.
No, it really
It
was.
was a whole nother
Yeah, it was almost like the
revolution
way we
of the
compared.
gaming world, and
Yeah,
right.
like the way we compared the difference between like in the '90s one, between going from an NES to Super Nintendo.
Correct.
Like, I mean, this was such a leap because
Yes.
you had the HD graphics.
HD.
I mean,
Yep.
and like everything looks so cool. Like, I remember one of the bigger games on here, other than Halo, of course,
Right. That was yeah. Yep.
was Call of Duty 4
Yes.
Modern Warfare. And like,
You were
man,
in the game, dude.
yeah, you really were.
And
I mean, it
especially if you
was
had a headset
immersive.
on. Oh, dude, headset on with the lights off,
Oh
you're
yeah,
in the game, bro.
yeah, it's crazy good, man.
Yep. So I can understand.
Legendary system.
I can definitely understand why that came in. Number one.
Hmm.
I don't. God, we're coming up on it, obviously, but again, South Park.
No, I know.
What
Yeah.
a great,
Oh,
great,
I know.
yeah, Black Friday episodes.
I know,
Great,
dude.
great.
It's hilarious.
So 2006.
Hmm.
So again, we're talking about gaming systems,
Hmm.
but we're 2006 Nintendo
Yeah.
has definitely made a jump forward.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
big time.
right. Because we've gone from all these aspects of gaming. We've tried VR gaming, we've tried interactive gaming, we've tried all these different things. The Power Glove, the we talked about the Super Nintendo scope, right?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
these
for
things,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Nintendo Wii. For the first time, we finally had a gaming system that you could truly interact with.
Yeah. It's
Not sit and hold a controller,
hmm
but interact.
yep.
Playing the tennis,
Yeah. You'd swing it. And again,
bowling. Oh
yeah.
God, bowling, baseball, boxing,
Yeah.
snowboarding.
Yeah, and again, I mean, it's Nintendo's marketing genius here on
Right.
display. Because Wii Sports, what you're talking about, like
That's right.
it came with the system.
That's right.
So I mean, you instantly got to see what you were in store for like when they actually did release more games
And and
and
and
saw what the hardware could actually do.
and I don't know about you, man, but when I first got my Wii, I can't tell how many times I'd have people come to the door and I'm just like running in place or doing whatever I'm doing, and people are just like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Just leave at the door." Because I mean, you're in the moment, right? Especially the golf.
Oh yeah, dude, I love golf. Oh, it's so good. I love the bowling too.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's
oh,
first.
so
That's the
much
first time I
fun.
learned about a turkey. That you
No,
hit three in a
really,
row, you get a
get
turkey.
turkey.
Yep. So all right. So there we go.
All right, so we're going on
2006.
to 2007.
Here we
All right,
go.
and yeah, another not toy.
Yep.
Um, an iPod Touch.
Kids are growing up.
Oh yeah, they really are. So I mean, like this was, I mean, basically a tablet.
Yep.
I
And the beautiful
and
thing was
it's
is
great. It's cool.
absolutely. I mean, you don't, you pay the money what you do, and I didn't realize you're robbing millions upon billions from artists and music all over the world just with the touch of your finger. It's it's
Yeah,
it's
it's great.
awesome.
Yeah, I
It
enjoyed it.
was it
I really
was a
enjoyed it.
revolutionary thing.
Sorry,
Again,
Lars.
the iPod was just more of an evolution of the fact it just gave you more readiness to get
Yeah.
what you needed in a
Hmm.
simpler, faster, more efficient form. And by that
Absolutely.
time, it was already what it was. And now that's why again, I'm not preaching to the choir, but that's why you have artists who have 15 million streams and they get a check for $3.50 a month.
Yeah.
But that's just that's the way it goes, man. That's where we're at. And then we
Yeah.
got to TikTok and we go into all that stuff. So
Yeah, but
this
it was the
right here,
first like little I mean, you could
this
touch
is the
it and a
one.
touch
This is the
screen.
one.
Yeah.
This was the
This
one.
is a precursor to the
Absolutely.
phones and
That's
everything.
right.
Like, I mean, to what we would eventually have all in our pockets.
Right.
I mean, to where we can do anything.
What the hell was scrolling before?
Yeah, I know.
What was scrolling before an iPod Touch?
Yeah.
What is scrolling? We didn't have
Mhm.
scrolling. We just didn't. That wasn't even a term until you had stuff like this. So
Mhm.
it's amazing where we're coming from and where we're going. So 2007, the iPod Touch.
Yep. That's
All
it.
right, 2008. God, he's back again.
I know, man. I saw it. How,
Elmo rides again. Elmo live. I'm
wow.
not really sure the difference in between Tickle Me Elmo and Elmo Live, other than maybe
Yeah.
it has more things that it does,
Yeah,
and
it like could
it's more
dance.
annoying.
Yeah, it actually probably was.
Yeah.
Like because this is more of a like animatronic Elmo.
Ugh.
Like so it could tell you jokes, it could dance, and it like do the signature laugh that he does, and then yeah, he could respond to you, I think, as well.
Great.
Yeah, so it's
Awesome.
another one of those toys. And
No,
yeah,
they're not
so
watching us at all.
but there was a yeah, there was a flaw though. Apparently, like the whatever the skin's made out of was too thin, and like what would happen is that like when a little kid gets a hold of this thing, he would break the crap out of it like almost instantly because it couldn't withstand like the being thrown around and all these other things. Because I mean that's what they're marketing to is the the 3 to 5 demographic usually here with Sesame Street.
So we're 2008. We've tickled Elmo.
Yeah.
We've made him laugh. Now he can interact with us.
Hmm.
And, can actually have conversations or back and forth and whatever's going on, right?
Hmm.
But lo and behold, his skin is too thin
Yeah.
to handle the marketplace in 2008.
Yep.
There's some irony to that, buddy.
Yeah.
But no, that hey, look,
Yeah.
I characters are who characters are. I'd never really enjoyed Elmo. Not knocking him. Please don't hate me if you love Elmo. But when Elmo came out, I'd had enough of that. So by this time, I'm even seeing it, I'm like, no,
Hmm.
that's just no, I can't do that, man. I just
Yeah. No. Elmo Live was a sequel.
keep your Elmo life. No, I'm sorry, bro. When I saw that, I was like, you got to be kidding me.
No, yeah, I know. I was shocked it was.
All
I
right,
thought it was gonna be something else, like an iPhone or
you
something.
would think
Yeah,
something, but Elmo live.
yeah,
What's wrong with you people? Sorry.
yeah. I know, man. I don't
All
understand.
right, so
But that's what it says.
that's what it
So,
says. Now here's I'm looking here now. Okay, so 2008 we have Elmo live,
mhm.
and then Zuzu Pets.
Yeah, that's another one that's kind of lost on me. Yeah, I'm not sure what. I mean, we looked at them before we shot this, but like, I don't even remember these even being a thing. Like, I really
No,
don't.
I don't either.
Like,
But hey,
I mean, more
we
power to
weren't
you.
kids. We were
Yeah,
trying to be adults.
yeah, we had jobs. You probably had a kid.
I was getting close.
Yeah.
I got married. So
All right, first
there you
step.
go.
First
First
step
time.
achieved. Yeah.
Uh so yeah, really no experience with Zuzu
Yeah,
Pets.
nah,
Uh
you got us on that one.
Wally Toys, I'm thinking obviously is from the
Yeah,
movie
with Wally.
Wally.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a great little movie.
great
I
movie.
dug that little movie.
Pixar,
Yep.
amazing.
And I remember the little bitty robots.
Hmm. And the girl robot that was
Yes.
white, and oh yeah, it's really cool. Great film.
Right. I didn't realize that they were as popular as what they were, but hey,
Me either.
that's what the research
Yeah,
shows.
that's
Okay.
it.
So that's 2008 Elmo Live, Zuzu Pets, and Wally Toys. Okay.
Hmm. All right, so it's 2009, everybody, and we got one of the most holy shit things ever probably created here, and I can't believe it's on here.
And we
It's
bought it and we
yeah,
sold it and we marketed it and America said, yes, let me do this.
yeah, and so okay, we got the Mind Flex made by Mattel, and the whole point of this, everybody, was that you could use your brain waves to get a ball through an obstacle course.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? Like this is crazy.
You're right. Mind flex. That's something, man, because I remember it, but I'm trying to think to myself, how did this actually work?
Yeah, and okay. So basically, you would put this device on your head. You have two like things
Right.
right here. I guess that's what's reading it,
Right.
and like you could actually duel somebody
Okay.
and see like who gets the ball in which direction further, and like it's a very bizarre thing, man.
Wow. See, now you got me even more scared now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They could have just called it like you want to be Carrie for a second, you know, you know, I don't.
Do you want to give up control for a game?
Yeah, I mean it's weird,
That
man.
dude, that's whole that
I don't.
description of like you're gonna put on a headset, these things are
Yeah,
inside of your
I
brain, and
don't.
you're gonna control this
I don't
ball. And I'm
like
like,
where this is going.
as cool as it sounds,
Yeah,
again, okay, with
it
it,
does sound
okay,
cool,
but that's what it
but
is. I think that's what it is for us. Is that as we like, if it were 12 and 13, 14-year old, Ben
mhm,
and Sean, we'd be like, dude, so let me get on that. I got this right now, and yeah, we're kind of looking at it going,
like,
number one,
I've seen this movie.
bullshit. Number two, I don't want you in my head.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know.
that's where I'm just
And
saying
it's
that's
like,
kind of where our minds go.
I don't know how it reads it. That's the thing. I'd like to actually do more research on that.
That what
Like,
let's do that because I do. I'm the
yeah,
same way. I'm like I remember the game, but now hearing the description, I'm like, how did that
Okay, so I got it up here, bud.
All right.
Here's how the actual thing does, or how it actually works.
Okay.
And I'll just read the description it gave me. Like, MindFlex works by using a headset that measures brainwave activity, primarily focusing on concentration levels, and then translates those readings into control over a small fan, which in turn lifts or lowers a light ball, allowing the player to seemingly manipulate the ball with their mind by either concentration or relaxing.
That's the description.
That's it.
When
All
did this
right.
come out?
This will be
Ni-
2009. It looks like.
It's 2024. Why we haven't applied this technology to our military services and
No, I
or
know,
law
man. For real.
enforcement
I know it.
and or just anything, I'm not understanding. But if that's how the game works, more power to them.
Yeah.
But that's
I
that's a pretty in depth explanation, and if that's the type of technology we're working with, then I'm
yeah.
hoping that we've put this to better use.
I know.
I'm
Instead of being
I'm
sold,
just
instead of
saying.
Mattel putting it out,
Uh,
it's like
but if
here's a
hey,
toy, boys and girls.
because I mean, I can just from that description alone, I can think of many things that could benefit from that type of technology. Other than, hey man, you want to see who can get the ball over there in that little plastic container faster?
yeah, I know.
Just saying, but right
Hey,
on.
it is what it is,
Mind
man.
flex.
Now
Okay.
here we're moving on to something we both understand,
Uh-huh. Yes.
and that is the Nook.
The Nook.
Yeah, and this
Oh,
was cool, man. I mean,
I
I
love
love
the
this
Nook.
thing.
I love my Nook. I same way. I thought it was kind of a blessing and a curse though.
Hmm.
Growing up being a reader. I loved reading
Hmm.
books. I love the feel of books. I love going to the library. I love losing myself in a book.
Hmm.
I also love having as many books as I want in my hand at one time and just being able to just hit it and scroll and start reading.
Yeah,
Not the same
absolutely.
feeling, but the freedom and the just
Convenience of it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
and just the immersive and massive world in which it opened the possibilities to.
Hmm.
Probably one of the best inventions ever. I'll just
I
say
agree.
that. I mean
Yeah.
that for me, yeah. I loved my Nook. I loved it, and once I understood the capabilities of it, I thought again, this is one of the greatest things ever created. Even
Hmm.
as much as I love reading a full book, I love being able to just load a book up and load a book up
Yeah,
and load a book
yeah,
up,
it was
and that's
crazy.
everything I wanted. That's
Yeah, it was awesome,
and I could
man.
do anything. And if I wanted it on audio, they had it on audio. Just
Hmm.
put my buds in, and you're good to go. You'd be anywhere.
Oh yeah,
It was I yeah that was a great gift.
yeah, sure
I got
was.
a Nook that year. That was a great gift.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's a great gift. Yeah. No, all right, man. And then we apparently the Zuzu pets are still a thing here.
and
Again, we went over this for the prior year. This is something that we both missed.
no,
Like I don't remember seeing this. Now you may tell me I've been living under a rock. I don't know. I may have been,
and let me just say, if if
but
if if I was at a Christmas party or at a family function and my sister got a Nook and I got a Zuzu pet, I'm not going to be happy. I mean, I'm just being honest because
be some heated
oh,
conversations
we're
coming after
wrestling.
that.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
me and my sister, we're young, and I mean, we're close enough in age, and we're brother and sister. We don't come to blows, but man, we'll lock it up and we'll tussle. I mean, if you want,
Get a good headlock in there.
who's gonna wear the
Yeah.
shirt today? Well, we'll figure it out, won't we? Let's go.
Yeah.
That's yeah, it's one of those type things. It's just good old fashioned. But yeah, we definitely would have been like, no, 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 no,
Yeah. The Nick's coming with
no.
me.
Oh yeah, I'll let you use it,
Hell
but
or
it's
high
mine.
water.
I'm older.
Yeah.
I use that. I use that a heartbeat. I'm
You pulled
older.
that rank
Oh
card.
God, yes.
Yeah.
God, yes, absolutely. Give it up. And of
That's
course, they were taller than me, so it never worked. But it's all good.
that's funny. All right,
All
buddy.
right.
Close us on out there, bud.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Interesting. All right. So 2010, we got the Apple iPod or
Hmm.
the iPad, not the pod, the pad. Um, I actually received one of the very first Apple iPads. The big, they were about yay big, yay yay.
Hmm.
So good. There you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
because this was definitely a significant way
No,
up from the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
touch.
yeah,
It
yeah, yeah,
was
yeah,
way.
yeah.
I mean, it's basically a tablet.
That's yeah.
It really is.
It's a full on, but I mean, like the size of a, like there you go. That's the
Yeah,
size
yeah,
of a,
yeah.
of a pad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I got mine through I entered into the 2010 Georgia Lottery Music Talent Search, and I was playing drums with one of the contestants. And unfortunately, we did not win. got a cool experience. Got to be a part of the halftime show at the Georgia Dome during a Falcons game. That was
That's
cool. Be
cool.
on the big screen. Got to see how the whole production is. By the way, you do not play live at halftime. And the reason you don't play live is because the NFL, if you go 1 minute over what they've given you, they charge you $10,000 per minute. That's what it was
Wow.
at the time. So everything had to be on point and ready to go and off the field and out of the way. But one of the cool things was consolation prize. I got that year. I got a nice uh, uh, leather duffel bag. At the time, I got what was the little flip cameras. Like it was a it was like a before cameras were big on phones. It was a little flip camera type thing. It was just a
Okay.
camera.
Okay.
That's how old it is. Crazy. And then I got an actual one of the first iPads,
Mm-hmm.
and that was really really cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
I can remember just using that thing and using like GarageBand and all the things that went along with it, and
Mm-hmm.
just really it was an evolution. It was right there in your
Mm-hmm.
hand. You could take it anywhere. It wasn't a computer. It wasn't a laptop. It was just there. And what we're used to doing now on phones, well, back then we were like, oh my god, we love this. Look at, but it was so big and gawky. It's like how computers
Yeah,
were back in the day. We
I
love our
know.
computer, but it's just massive. Now
Oh
it's
yeah,
So yeah, I can kind of looking back now, 14 years ago,
I know.
2010, the iPad came out, and I dug this one. I think this was a really cool Christmas gift, and I think going into the world we were going into, it was definitely a big step
Mm-hmm.
forward.
I agree. It was something that was definitely needed
Yeah,
a lot of the
communication, all that.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it helped out everybody.
Oh yeah, it was revolutionary in the sense of that it opened up the world to folks like you and I and
Mm-hmm.
anybody with creative minds or art,
Mm-hmm.
anything that had interested in the arts or anything that a whole new world was open to us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we would not be doing what we're doing here today without an iPad.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we're using iPads, but the whole technology and how
We could have.
everything right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying though?
I
I
know.
mean, like with the HD cameras and the technology and the memory, and I mean,
Yeah,
you
you
have
could run
more.
anything you wanted
Yeah,
to on it,
dude.
anywhere you wanted to go.
I
I mean,
it took me a long time as a performing live musician to watch somebody come in and work everything from an iPad, and I would
mhm.
just be like,
Yeah, with the mixing and
dude,
everything.
I'd
Yeah.
be thinking, I'm like, man, what happens when that thing dies? Like we're dead in the water, right? I mean, because technically, if you're running everything off of a computer and your computer is dead, then you're
Mm,
dead. That's what it is. I did not understand the technology or the capabilities and folks that actually knew how to use them and how they worked of what you could actually do with them.
mhm,
And it was a whole new world,
mhm.
just on the fly.
It's really
You
cool.
you didn't have to go back and yell at a sound guy or hey man, can you
Yeah.
you just literally go over
Like,
there and you do your own little thing and
yeah.
I'm like, oh okay, there it is. And we still use our sound guy and Crazy Art uses an iPad to this day.
Nice.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but
All right, folks. I think that'll do it. I hope you enjoyed this whole series,
mm-hmm.
and please, if you can watch the full episode, we'll have that out for sure. They'll cover all 4 decades,
Right on.
and then, but if you want to just pick one decade, you can.
Mm-hmm.
So you can please go watch the 90s, the 80s, and the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, guys, happy holidays. I hope everybody has a great Christmas.
I do as well, sir. And I want to say thank you again for the opportunity to come up and hang out with you and
Hmm.
just talk what we talk about and just the good stuff in which we enjoy because that's what life's about, enjoying things.
Hmm.
Right. So yes, hopefully you guys can go through 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. We
Hmm.
yep. If we hope that it brings up some of the best memories. You can kind of, look at some of the clips or hear some of us talk about some of the things, and you're like, man, yes, and it puts a smile on
Hmm.
your face. That's what we're wanting. So,
That's it.
with that
That's
being
it.
said, geeks, freaks, and nerds unite. Let's take over the world and Merry Christmas.
Cheers, y'all.
You know?